Hey, this video is a book review of the latest Riordan. Hey guys, in case you couldn't tell from that terrible haiku, this video is going to be a book review of the latest Rick Riordan book, The Hidden Oracle, which is the first in the Trials of Apollo series. Yes, yet another Camp Half-Blood series. The Hidden Oracle follows this guy, Lester Papadopoulos, who may or may not be the god Apollo. Scratch that, he is definitely the god Apollo, who's been turned mortal by his father's use as a punishment and to learn humility. Now Apollo has to seek out the protection of Camp Half-Blood, along with a new demigod that we've never met before named Meg. Now the two of them have to work together to get Apollo back in Zeus's good books and back to being his normal godly self. However, this seems to be a quite difficult task, as a new enemy is taking control of all of the oracles, because now Apollo isn't able to be their patron, as he usually is. There is one hope, the oldest oracle of them all, the Grove of Dodona, but it is hidden from everyone. Apollo and Meg must find the grove in order to protect the Olympians and their demigod children. This book was a very interesting one, and I did enjoy it, though I'm gonna have a lot of negative points to say about it as the video goes on. But I did enjoy it, I need you to know that. I really did like the way that Apollo was throughout the story. He was quite like how you would expect a god turned mortal to be. He didn't really know what humans were really like at all, to be honest. He is kind of witty, but he doesn't understand human priorities, such as not dying for him. I also quite liked Meg as a character. She was really, really cool and powerful in ways that you don't expect of a child of the goddess she's a child of. She's just a screwed up kid who's rather snarky and fun and kind of dangerous to be around, actually. She is quite an interesting character, and I look forward to seeing more of her in future books, especially if we go down the routes that I suspect Riordan is going to go down with that. However, I have to say that a lot of the story for this book felt a bit like padding. It didn't ring true as a proper storyline in some ways. It didn't work as well. It felt like aspects of it were there just to make the book longer, and that's not right. That's not right at all. I also feel that while Rick normally does quite well with his Camp Half-Blood books, this one didn't really work as well. It's a bit more of a difficult setup, and obviously Rick was trying to do some of that setup in the last Camp Half-Blood book that he wrote, which was called The Blood of Olympus. It's the last of the Heroes of Olympus series, and didn't like it. It didn't work very well at all, and I think partially some of that was to set up for this series. It didn't work. It didn't work very well, so this one might be a bit of a return to form, but won't know until we see some more books, basically. I never did a review of The Blood of Olympus, but I didn't enjoy it very much. Especially the whole cop-out towards the end with Leo. They just basically, it felt like things were happening because they needed to happen for the plot, rather than because they should have actually happened. So overall, I have to say that while I enjoyed this book, that enjoyment was secondary to my experience of it. There was a lot of problems that I had with it, and that took away from my regular enjoyment of it. I am interested to see what happens next, but tell me in the comments below what you think of this book, and in fact, what you think of this series as a whole. Tell me down below, I'd love to know what you think. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me. I will see you next time, guys. Bye!